All right, time to feed some animals. Watch them start chiming up as soon as I get in here. We gotta go get the feed buckets. Down. What are y'all, not hungry? Huh? Y'all not hungry? These here buckets. Gotta go down here to the green bin. Here's the stray duck. Showed up. We don't know. You missing a duck? We don't know whose it is. If you want it, come and get it. Alright, I cannot get these two buckets apart. But anyway. I'll get some grain. This is how we feed them cheeseburgers, people. Alright, we all loaded up. That's for 2 days. I'm ready to go. Windshield's dirty. I need to wash it. Good looking little duck. Quack, 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 quack. Now you're standing up. All right, time to eat. What are you doing, girl? Come here. What are you doing? All right. That's one. That was 2. Alright, I'm going to take you for a little spin around where all the fence is and all that, and where we feed them the hay and all that kind of stuff. This is all fenced in over here too. I just ain't turned them out over there yet. But they'll eat all that stuff in there. There's the hay. So you ain't gotta have hundreds and hundreds of acres of open grassland to have you some cows. Now, yeah, if you want grass-fed beef and you don't have to give them any supplements or whatever, you know, you gotta have a big spread. But you know what? They still gotta feed them all kinds of other stuff too. But what we did was we had a little deal worked out where my buddy, who I just got the feed from, I go to his place and I grab the hay and I grab all the grain. The whole deal is I raise him pigs and have them slaughtered and everything, and then bring them to him, and his family gets to eat pork. And his wife didn't really like the idea of raising something and then eating it, especially when she sees the little faces and everything. So basically what we did was we built a feedlot here. So all this is just one big feedlot, and they're happy and healthy. They got stuff to nibble on out here in the woods. They have really cleaned the wood. I mean, this was thick with stuff, and they have just mowed everything down, which is great. And all the pines that are dying from the beetles, that, you know, they're stomping it all down and helping it to disintegrate, and it's looking really good. But you know, they have all the hay they can possibly eat, and then they get all the stuff under the, see, look how thick it is over here. See, all this stuff will get mowed down. On top of, they get fed twice a day with free access to hay all day long. But all this going to look like this over here. And then I can run other stuff through it once they're done. So it's working out great. He's like, hey, you raise the cows for me. I'll give you one. You've got a lot of expense put in, because I had to basically spend like $4,000+ just in fencing. I mean, I sold all kinds of crap that I owned just to pay for the fencing, because I wanted to raise cows. It's been like my dream around here for we've been here 20 years, was to have cows on this place. And then we finally got it. But we worked out an awesome deal. It's a win-win for me. I don't have to pay for feed, didn't have to pay for the cow. It's just, you got to put in the work every single day feeding these suckers, because you can't start that buggy right there without them start hollering, because they think, oh, we're getting ready to get fed. These things are happy, healthy cows, and they are loving life. They get rubbed on, you know, they get everything they can possibly eat. And, you know, it's working out great for us. So, again, it's just one of them things, man. You don't have to have these, you know, massive, even a 25-acre place right now. If you ain't started out in this, you can't just dive into it and buy it. This takes a lot of time and money to get the infrastructure, if you will, to get this kind of thing going on. Like I said, I had to sell a lot of stuff, a lot of personal possessions to pay for it. I didn't have no $5,000 laying around that I could just put in the fence, but it was a dream. And then me and my sons and my wife were out here almost every day that I was off, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. bam, digging fence post holes in July, August, September. Man, we had an absolutely brutal summer. Summer 2025, absolutely brutal. And then the winter was even worse. Like, 4 or 5 inches of solid ice for almost a straight month was on the ground here. I mean, look at this hill. You could not walk up this hill with feed or carrying water without busting your tail. You could not. If I did not have that thing right there with 4-wheel drive, I would have had to drive my truck back and forth through here just to feed and water animals. It was nuts. Don't look at my junk right there. That's my junk pile. Don't look at my junk pile. Don't judge me. But anyway, I just wanted to. But you don't have to have all the fancy and expensive stuff. And again, that's kind of the point of this channel was I see all these people again with all this fancy stuff, all this, everything's got to be pretty. Me and my cousin, we tag team this stuff together. He's got his own farm, I got my place here, and we're almost an hour apart, but we constantly help each other out. That's who I got the leaves from. He's the one that gives me ideas for this and that and everything else, and I go and I look at his stuff and I try and copy it if it works, So look at my son's garden. So my son decided he was going to grow a garden this year, and he dug all these holes himself. Well, I mean, he's 17, so he put all these posts in the ground. It's kind of neat. And then he's got some cucumbers popped up. And he's got some beans popping up too, but them squirrels, boy. Them squirrels are wreaking havoc. And then I got squash growing for him to put into his mounds. So that's what he's going to put in there. But everything is looking fantastic, man. We finally got rain. Taters are growing. Taters are doing real good. And I think the strawberries, they done. But we got like 11 pounds in the freezer, so we're good. Anyway. All right, I got crap to do. It's Memorial Day weekend. We're going to eat us some burgers and dogs and enjoy a little time off. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that junk.